let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here with Portis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McNair. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Jags get it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Running right, Portis. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, McNabb. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun, here's McNabb. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Thomas has got it, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Murray going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On second down, it's Elliott hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Portis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
McNabb. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Now a carry for Portis. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second, McNabb. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now McNabb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's McNabb. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run with Portis. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw, McNabb. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 51 the mic, boy. 51. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check three.
On second down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
51 Mike. 51.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? McNabb to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Don't get nervous. Pick the edge. Come.
They hand it off to Portis. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35.
We play for win. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So now they assess a third and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
44, Mike, 44.
Murray with a third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now a give, left side, it's Portis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the give, here's Portis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Murray now on first down. This complete to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. On 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Check 9, check 9. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey!
A final shot before half from Murray. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch! Check 3, check 3. Shit! Hey, switch!
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
36, 30.
Now they try the right side here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike, check. 59. Watch the run. Watch that up.
Now it's McNabb. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is brought in at the 21. Escapes the defender. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Murray now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 50, check 50.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Jags grab it, 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over
Good work,
first
boys.
and
Go.
10.
Let's
At
go.
their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready up, Mike 51. Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Hopper. Echo. Mike 51. Rip left.
From the 17, Murray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, Murray. And Daniels has it over the middle. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? 51's the mic. Don't let him. Play that Johnny D. Don't let him breathe. Zoom. Slam.
Now Murray again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Daniels. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Double up. He's coming, double up. 40. Check. Bobo's the mic.
Murray to air it out again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off off in a big, big way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
McNabb looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Out of the gun, McNabb. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNabb. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's McNabb. That one complete. He finds Chark. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Orbit. 44, Mike, 44. You must be dreaming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, McNabb.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second down, McNabb. And now here is another interception. Duke Dawson picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Murray from midfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. McNabb to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.